I totally just forgot what I was going to say.
Want to know how to never get rejected by a beautiful girl? My 3 girlfriends would probably kill me if they found out about this. But the truth is, when I chatted them up, none of them rejected me. Or rather, I never got that dreaded feeling of rejection. You know the one you get when you approach a perfect 10 and she acts like you don't even exist? If you promise to keep this a secret and give me a couple minutes of your attention, I'll give you the repeatable formula I've used over and over that gets me 3 girls a day. This is not a joke. And I do it all without leaving the house until she's ready to sleep with me. If you're saying we should get drunk and make bad decisions together, I'm potentially on board, but we should take it slow because I don't know you. Yes, I'm talking about online dating, but before you think that all you find are scraps and fatties, let me show you that my last 3 dates were these. Yep, that short, scrawny white dude who's seemingly too vanilla for the average hot girl is me. And I ended up sleeping with the hotties in those pics. And guess what? I did it on the first date, all of them. Met online. I didn't do it by using some magic pill dating tricks. I just simplified what women look for when they're looking at your profile. What you say, what it says about you, and I learned to manipulate it in a way that gets me this many responses lightning fast. In fact, I have it so down to a science that I easily line up 3 dates per day on my most active days with hot, fun girls without leaving the house or getting that feeling of rejection anymore. Now, don't get me wrong. At the beginning, I tried bars and clubs like a normal dude, but the turndowns were painstakingly harsh. I had to resort to booze at times, and I wasn't getting the results I wanted. Some girls weren't there to meet guys or were too standoffish about it. And the very best advantage of online dating is the women on there are 100% available. No, they're actively looking to meet guys to go out with, rather than getting drunk at bars. It's like having the select few great girls that want to meet you right at your fingertips, with the right know-how, of course. And there's no rejection feelings whatsoever. Online dating is smarter, easier. You're going where they're looking to meet guys to date and sleep with. And you may be thinking, if it's so easy, why is it that 99% of guys never achieve any success online at all? Why do 9 out of 10 guys never meet up with a single cute girl online? Answer? Because these guys don't know what women look for online. Hint, it's totally different from bars and clubs. Some tall, good-looking athlete might have girls throwing themselves at him in real life, but online, unless he knows the secrets I'm about to share with you, he'll be just another unread message in her inbox when she's getting hit up hundreds of times every day. And she won't remember what you look like. She might not even look at your profile unless you know how to stand out. So, without further ado, here is the secret formula I promised you. Most guys get this wrong or fall into cliche stuff that, quite frankly, women are super aware of. I work hard and play hard. I don't take life too seriously. I won't tell anyone we met online. Nah, bro. That's not clever or original. She's heard it 1,000 times before. You need to go extreme. Note, extreme doesn't mean retarded, although sometimes that works, but that's another topic. Cut the cliche BS and put your personality on steroids. You're the athletic guy, you're now Michael Phelps. You're a bad boy rebel, you're now Charlie Sheen. You're the comedic type, you're Dane effin' Cook. Starting to get it? The trick is to take whatever your natural personality is and turn it to 100. Step 2, show her your sex worthiness. Girls online will throw the most ridiculous tests at you. I call them compliance tests, because if you give in, you're done. These are fake tests girls use to make sure you're the sex-worthy guy you say you are, a real man. Usually it comes in the form of making you jump through hoops. Pass them and you'll stand out instantly, fail and you're dead in the water. By the way, girls do this in real life too, but they do it excessively online since they can't see you. They need a way to filter out the weak and find a real man. Step 3, don't freak out when she stops replying back. Recognize this one? Conversation is going fine, then poof, no response. This happens all the time online. But instead of freaking out, you can use her silence to your advantage and get her more attracted to you. There's 3 places this generally happens. First is when you first message her. Second is when you hint at plans. And third is when you go from vague to specific plans. You should expect these in your interactions and don't be butthurt like every other guy and she'll love you for it. Step 4, don't be a creep when asking her out. There's nothing worse than spending hours talking to a girl and come ask for the date time, you blow it. Most guys either come on too hard and creep the girl out, or they don't go for it at all and lose the opportunity. The trick is to build her commitment level. You want to get her saying yes to smaller things at first, then slowly ramp up the size of your request until she agrees to the date and more. Step 5, date on your own terms. You don't want to be that guy who takes her out on expensive date after expensive date and never gets any action. You also don't want to be the guy who takes her out on one date and she never responds to you again. The trick is to set up a date in a way that draws her into your world. where you're the leader and you set the rules and make her want you.
Why don't you just stay in my place?
Now look, I'll be blunt with you. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I've just barely scratched the surface here. I'm talking years of trial and error discoveries and tons of sex from online dates that I've figured out and have gotten me insane results. Introducing 3 Girls a Day. The program with step 1, say this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, get the date like this. I'll teach you everything you need to get more dates starting now. I've taken everything I know, everything that's gotten me laid hundreds of times, what's gotten laid a ton of my clients, and put it into a step-by-step linear system that any guy who can literally copy and paste can follow and transform his sex life forever. Look, I've been teaching guys how to get girls full-time for over 10 years. I've been featured on every major news outlet, spoken in front of 10,000 people, taught over 4,500 clients at paid live events, and personally coached over 1,000 clients. Walk slow and chill over. I'm gonna take another cab after you, but come here. Bottom line, I get guys laid. All you have to do is stop and do what I say. You can follow directions, right? What about copy and pasting? Good. You don't need to go through the pain and trial and error. You don't need to figure it out. You will skip all the testing and experimenting and all the BS, the massive rejection I had to go through to figure this out. Instead of going another week or month or year without a date, let alone sex, here's how I'm gonna help you do it. 1, how to create an attention-grabbing profile. I will show you how you can stand out from 99% of the other guys online and literally stop her dead in her tracks, instantly dominate her attention, and compel her to want to find out who you are. I'll teach you how to make sure your profile says the right things about you and speaks directly to her deepest wants and desires, so she'll be crazy responsive when you message her. That is, if she doesn't message you first. I cover headlines, photos, descriptions, interests, complete with real-world examples of profiles I've written, pictures I've used, and more. 2, how to show her you're a sex-worthy man. I'll teach you how to spot compliance tests from a mile away, how to properly pass them, and show her that you're a man who will command her attention, show her a good time, and stand out from every other lame ass who hits her up. I'll give you word-for-word scripts, real-world examples, proven messages, and one-liners to get her laughing, intrigued, attracted, like clockwork. Part 3, how to deal with no replies and silences. I'll make it so you're never frustrated or confused again when a girl doesn't reply to you or stops responding mid-conversation. I'll teach you exactly how to deal with the 3 most common places she goes MIA, read silent, and how to restart the conversation without seeming try-hard or needy and actually get her laughing and more attracted to you for being different. Again, I'll give you entire example conversations, word-for-word messages that I've used around the clock to turn even the deadest conversations around. Part 4, how to get dates without rejection. I will show you how to take your flaky online interactions and turn them into something real. I'll show you the ins and outs of the soft close, as well as word-for-word scripts of how I gradually work my way up to the date and get her to say yes to whatever you ask. Part 5, how to take it all the way home. I'll teach you how to set up dates so they quickly lead to sex. I cover how to prevent flakes, how to kiss her on the date, how to get physical, how to make things sexual, how to bring her back to your place, and much, much more.
I feel like you're just staring into my soul, trying to figure out who I am.
Thanks a lot. You guys have a good night.
After you do. This is over 9 hours of video training with dozens of real-world examples of messages, lines, techniques that you can copy and paste today to message new girls, get her instantly attracted, and take things all the way home without thinking. All you have to do is follow the system that I've laid out for you step by step, and you'll have more pretty girls messaging you to meet up than you know what to do with. Check out what some other guys are saying.
After 3 days, she has still not replied. I sent her a message that Todd recommended, word for word. Sure enough, an hour later she sends, are you around this weekend?
I tried online dating in the past without any real success. Todd's system completely changed that. If you can't get laid with this, you can't get laid.
I always sucked with girls, and I thought I'd be alone forever. But after using Todd's system, I'm now dating my dream girl. It's unbelievable.
Listen, my students and I have done this thousands of times already. It doesn't matter if you've been online for days or months. It doesn't matter what you look like, what you make, where you're from, what you do. It works on any type of girl for any type of guy. Now here's the deal. Material from a professional guy like me who's done this for a living for over 10 years with the best dating company in the world is not cheap. When you add up all 9+ hours of content with all the copy and paste course materials, this program is easily worth $15,000. So charging $500 for the entire 3 Girls a Day program is an absolute steal. But I won't charge you $500 or $250. I'm letting this baby land on your hand for just $67, the price of a coffee and movie date. You'll get more dates than you know what to do with real results tested on hundreds of guys already. Now, if you're still on the fence, check this out. I've created 3 power bonuses that I'm going to give only to the fast action takers. These bonuses you hear about will not be around a few days from now and will never be offered again. Firstly, 3 recorded phone conversations, a $197 value. I'll give you a close-up, in-your-face look at how I talk to girls on the phone to get them attracted to me and wanting to meet up right after they give me their number online. I'll point out the specific parts of the interaction that matter most, and you can repeat it immediately on your own. You also get 3 of these different conversations. Next up, the Hot Girls Perspective interview, a $197 value.
His profile drew me in, first of all. I thought it was very honest, even if there were a lot of things on it I didn't necessarily like.
You'll get a look into a girl's mind, how she looks at online dating, and you'll learn what she looks for when browsing profiles. What kind of pictures grab her attention? What kind of messages get her interested? The things guys do that turn her off immediately. What she's looking for on a date, and more. And then lastly, you'll get the 3 Girls a Day textbook, a $97 value. So you can take all the secrets, lines, and examples from the main video course with you wherever you are, so you can pull out specific lines, messages, and techniques on the fly when you need them. Remember, these bonuses will only be available for the next few days. After that, they are gone for good. So let's recap what you're getting. Firstly, membership access to over 9 hours of field-tested online dating secrets with copy and paste real-world examples. That's a $15,000 value. Next, 3 phone conversations and breakdowns, which is a $197 value. Next, the Hot Girl Perspective interview, another $197 value. And lastly, the 3 Girls a Day textbook, a $97 value, with a grand total value of easily over $15,000. Your price today, just $67. The way I see it, you really have 2 choices right now. Option 1, you do nothing. Nothing changes. You continue getting the same number of girls you're getting right now. You continue settling for lower caliber girls that you just sort of happen to end up with, even though you're always fantasizing about what it'd be like to date the girls that actually make you nervous. The slender model types that you see on magazines, the hometown hotties that you see at the coffee shops or at the store, the girls you see in porn. And you continue to see these types of girls on dating sites, but you miss each chance and let each opportunity pass by helplessly. Option 2, you get on this today, and you get access to everything you need. The full formula, all the concepts, theory, the lines, messages, and example conversations to start dominating the online dating game and getting more girls than you can possibly handle. It's up to you. Which one do you want? Don't screw around. Get this handled now.